Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, my dear Librans, we are going to find out what masks hide behind. It's actually more kind of looking at who you really are, because it's sort of like the smoke and mirrors element of what's going on with each of us. We're exploring the whole zodiac in this. And we are going to use my El Key deck. She Who, what do you have at the bottom here? She Who Knows, Wisdom, Clarity, and Resolution. I like that. Libra, often kind of depicted as the Akashic record holder. Sort of see that, yeah. So that's interesting. Kind of getting that already for you. And then I'm going to go into my Light Seers Tarot. And you have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So turn your knowledge and wisdom into fruitfulness and abundance and stability in the world. Maybe that would be a new cycle for you with my teeny tiny Rider-Waite deck. So let's get started, Libra. It is a general reading. Because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you are drawn to it, there is an extended, and the link to that is at the top of the description within this video. Let's get started with this Libra. Let's see. These have been interesting. They always are. Oh, your cards are ready to come out and talk. So who you really are. The mask you're hiding behind. Why you hide your true self. How this affects your relationships. Advice for you and outcomes should you follow the advice. I should say potential outcome. All right, who are you really? Who are you really? She who unfolds, suave embrace and self-care. So you actually are someone who is looking after yourself, caring for yourself. Maybe, I mean, actually literally, like with the suave and embrace, I'm picturing someone sort of wrapped up in a blanket even. So wrapped up in a blanket or wrapped up in something that gives you comfort. You enjoy comfort. I am also getting that once you find something that you become comfortable in, it can be difficult to pull away from that. It's almost like, yeah, like a blankie. That's really interesting. Kind of, okay, for some of you too, you are kind of like a blankie. So a lot of people might find comfort in you. This is who you are. But that's not the most apparent part of you, because that's actually kind of the part that's being hidden here. Some people might see it, but they might not see the depth of what it is. This part here, the mask you're hiding behind, is sort of what I say kind of protects what this part of you is. So let's see what that is. This is the more apparent part of you. She who questions, curiosity, destiny, and search. So you seem like on the surface to most people to be very inquisitive, to be looking for deeper meaning in your life, to be curious about what's going on around you, to connect the dots of all these different things that you find, and in some way finding your destiny through all of this. A seeker, a real searcher. But it's funny because I think underneath everything, you just want to kind of feel comfortable and safe and warm and held. Let's keep going. So why do you hide this part? I mean, this kind of seems like a very intimate part of you, a more vulnerable part of you, perhaps, or maybe you're going through a vulnerable period. Some of y'all might just be sitting on the couch relaxing, taking in some naps, or it might not be as deep as I make it out to be, but maybe it is, or maybe it's deeper. Why you hide this part of yourself? Because it's cold out. It's so funny. You have this card, she's out in the snow. And I said, it's almost like you're wrapped up in a blankie. She who aches, sadness, solitude, silent, and withdrawal. Okay, because there's an ache. There's an ache. There is something that you are trying to soothe within yourself here. Maybe you're trying to look for meaning. I sort of see like maybe even trying to look for the meaning of perhaps what hurts, what creates sadness, why we need to find silence at times. And really, you're nurturing yourself. There's a lot of self-nurturance going on here. Is pain always the destiny? Is sadness part of my search? Wow. How this affects your relationships. More ice. She who remains. Powerful devotion. True worth. Wow. It's, you know what? It's definitely helping you to understand what your true worth is. to remain solid in this. I have a feeling, though, not budging. It's almost like you're out in the cold. Like, why you hide your true self? So you're kind of feeling like put out in the cold a bit. And what you're doing is nurturing. This is all the stuff that's kind of like what's sort of hidden here about you, the more obvious part of you. And then like, why is that? Because you kind of feel like maybe put out in the cold. I'm hearing perturbed, rejected, dejected, and nurturing yourself. Like, and that just could be the world as a whole. I know I do find my Librans, some of the Libra friends that I have, that it does often feel like the world is attacking them, or, you know, the world is not in balance though. So you always trying to seek and find the balance, you're going to hit the imbalance in that. It's almost kind of a part of your, is that a part of your destiny? I held myself back from saying it because you are part of what you're looking for is searching and destiny. And does it always find you in a place of solitude, silence, withdrawn, and saddened? So I see you kind of digging your heels in here because you're keeping this cold energy. But it's about your true worth, because you're not going to come down to something that makes you feel less than. So you're going to say, yeah, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that actually at all. Powerfully devoted to yourself and finding your true worth and sticking with it. So that's how it affects your relationships. Advice for you. She who loved once, fragile, secret love, rejection. Oh my gosh. This is almost like feeling that rejection, feeling that dejection. That's the advice. Because it's making you understand what your value is. So I get with this card too. This is a feeling of this combination of words, secret love and rejection. That feels very much like unrequited love. So an unrequited love is something that's obviously not reciprocated. It's not for you. The person doesn't see your true value, perhaps. Maybe you don't see theirs. I don't know how this is playing out for you, but I definitely see that this is about you discovering your true worth. And it's kind of the hard part of discovering true worth, because it's that point where you're really the only one that can do that for you in this solitude and silence. Outcome, if you follow this advice, she who dreams, escape, dreams, and fantasy. There's a sense of hope in this card and almost finding a way to build hope within yourself. And it's almost like the first step towards having some hope here. And that first step, you know, you have escape. While you hide your true self, you are withdrawn and silent, solitude. So I don't really see the universe guiding you off of what you're doing. So that feels like it's actually what you should really be doing for your higher self, your the betterment of you as well. And in this escapism, dreams and fantasies will start to become possible realities in your mind, possible realities in your mind. And through that, that can build hope. Avenge. You have nemesis. She who avenges. Revenge, outcomes, and justice. So again, but this is preparing yourself to live your greatest, your best life. The best you. The best life that you can have for you. And through that is your true self-worth. That you don't need other people to build you up. You also don't need other people to build you down. And if you're going through some sort of a period right now where it feels like you've got a bit of that or both, then this is where you find the bricks and mortar to build thyself up. Let's see. I want to call it the Tarot of Positive Clarity. That's funny, but it's not. It's the Light Seers Tarot. I'm not being called to do it. So I don't know. Maybe that's a message in itself. Positive clarity. You have to search through your dreams, escape through your dreams to find your positive clarity. The positive clarity. The positive Like the positive side to something that you're going through. And it might not even be something you can feel now, but it will be happening for you later on. Who you really are, the Ace of Wands, very creative, having a lot of new ideas, and inspiration. Ooh, I see you protecting these new ideas and inspiration. No, Ace of Swords, sorry. Ace of Wands. So these ideas are becoming your inspiration as well over here as part of your dreams. Clear. You're the Ace of... So who you really are is the Ace of Swords. Seeing things very, very clearly. And I want to say what you see right now is this is a time for self-care. So the mask that you hide behind. Curiosity, destiny, and search. The Seven of Swords. Finding what it is that is hidden from you. What escapes you. Because the only thing that you're interested in is the clear and solid truth. I do treat the mask with the Seven of Swords. Like some people might even see you as either being sneaky or being hidden. Sneaky is not my favorite word with that card. I have to get a lot of other clarifiers that really define that. But I feel like it's just pulling back, being hidden, having some sort of mystery wrapped around you. What's going on with Libra? Like that kind of energy. That's the mask. Maybe even outwardly here, people, because you have search, curiosity, Seven of Swords, you're looking for things in all the wrong places, I'm hearing. But that's what people are kind of seeing and thinking. But in reality, you know, and you're looking after you right now. So why this is hidden? She who aches, sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. This is like having an internal wound, some sort of a wound, and you're protecting it and healing it. Wow, the World. So it's the feeling of like something that has come to an end, perhaps. A cycle that's come to an end. You're balancing yourself through that and preparing to move forward. But in that preparation to move forward, it feels like the cycle coming up for you is a cycle where you navigate yourself understanding what your true worth and value is. And how this affects your relationships, true worth and value. Page of Pentacles, starting over again. You know, a kind of funny feeling, like, almost feels like how this affects your relationships is there might be people that are younger than you. You might gravitate towards people that are younger than you in your relationships. You might find that relationships with people who are younger than you, they see your true worth. They may be more devoted to you. Yeah, with the Page of Pentacles. And it might even be true because this Ace of Swords, you had that. And I called it the Ace of Wands. So it seems like having a real clear vision based on inspiration. Things that are in creativity. And people that are much younger often have a more open mind about things like that. Like if they're really different. So I do feel like you might actually, yeah, feel drawn to those that are younger than you. And they don't have to be kids. They could just be people that are a few years younger than you. So advice for you. She who loved once. This is almost like accepting unrequited love. The Nine of Cups. Wow. Now that combination is coming through as literally sometimes what you find as a dream come true may not be that for someone else. This almost, because with the Nine of Cups, this is your wish, your dream, but yet it's showing up as unrequited. And to swim in that almost. I do see you kind of swimming in that. With the self-care, swathing. I'm hearing swaddling, like swaddled all up in a blanket. Outcome if you follow the advice. She who dreams. Escape dreams and fantasy. The King of Wands. Hello. Oh, goodness. There's a dream. That's funny how he showed up like that. Oh my goodness. Look at the underline. And this Two of Wands is kind of like dreaming, hoping what could be out there for me. Seven of Cups, I don't know. Dream, fantasy, swim through it. And the Chariot. Wow, really move through. Wow, you're really being guided for some reason to go into your dreams, to navigate this. And because I feel like too, when we dream and fantasize about things, we can create scenarios that suit us. So this isn't, I mean, the universe is not telling you to not look at things for what they are, because that's definitely coming up here with this. But the universe is telling you, it's almost as if like to create an energy shift and the first step towards hope. So there's this King of Wands here. This, maybe this is, you know, finding something within yourself, your self-empowerment, because it's true worth. The King of Wands really, truly knows his or her true worth. And they run their lives from that, what would you call that? From the helm, from that helm. I've seen someone at a helm, like with a wheel, steering themselves towards their destiny. The King of Wands too, I mean, he's talking about escaping and dreaming and fantasizing. I would say like King or Queen of Wands, whatever floats your boat. So you go for it. You're in solitude, you must have some fun in your mind. Let's pull out some clarifiers for this one. Let us do that. Okay, who you really are. You know how to look after yourself. We'll say that too with the Ace of Swords and Swath and self-care. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, you know how to look after yourself. You know how to cut a bitch out. I don't know why I keep saying that. That's been coming in. It's like my new phrase. I don't know why that's coming in. It must be a new guide that I have. But you definitely know how to cut things out of your life. How to cut, like, you know, and it just could be distractive energy. There could be all sorts of things that you just know how to cut out of your life and look after yourself. That's who you are. You really know how to do that. That's impressive. A lot of people don't. So the mask that you hide behind here is you're searching for your destiny. It's not found. Seven of Swords. Look at this, the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. I kind of feel a little bit like people see you as searching for even a partnership, maybe? A partnership? Could be business partnership. It feels a little bit more like romantic partnership, like soulmate. That's who you're searching for. People see you as doing that. But yet, I don't know. Let's see. Did you find something here, but it seems unrequited? So dream and fantasize about exactly what it is that you want. Why you hide your true self? We have She Who Aches. The World. You got the World again. Aching for a new beginning. That's why. You're aching for a new beginning. The Four of Swords, the World again. Like, no, not wanting to be resting and swathing. And the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning. Like, you're aching for this. Aching for a new beginning. Biding your time. Keeping things at bay, keeping things at arm's length. How this affects your relationships. True worth, powerful devotion. The Page of Pentacles. The Six of Swords and the High Priestess. Wow. This is really letting the universe take the helm here. Letting the universe take the helm and guide you. Okay, now the High Priestess is a bit of a badass energy too. It's kind of singular. I am picking up a little bit of that energy here, like a singular, you and your singularity. understanding your true worth and value, and like really working with the universe here. Six of Swords and the High Priestess. Having faith in what the universe will take you to, that the universe will guide you. Because once you understand your true worth, now the universe is hearing what you're talking about. Now we know what you want. Okay, you want something that is of value to you. You want something that values you. You want something that you value. Advice for you. Unrequited love. Nine of Cups. You have the Hanged Man and the King of Cups. Holy Pisces and Scorpio energies coming in here. Wow. And even, right, escape, dream, fantasy, very Piscean. This is really like holding tight your love, your feelings, your emotions, keeping them tight to you. Having a devotion here. This is almost like hanging on to a devotion. Devotion to self, devotion to your dream. It is so busy at the bird feeder right now. It's crazy. Outcome if you follow the advice. Oh, that reminds me, I have to pick up birdseed today. Fill up the bird feeders. Okay. Outcome if you follow this is dreaming about the King of Wands is what this looked like. Outcome if you follow this advice. Oh, these are good dreams. Oh, how to bring the balance, how to get it. Look at this. It's almost like through your dreams, you will explore possibilities. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. There's the reciprocity. There is something that is not unrequited. It is strong. It is powerful. Maybe he is. Maybe she is. Oh. So the Seven of Pentacles, just you figure, allow yourself. This is not so much technical strategizing. It's almost like you may find a technical answer through fantasy and dream. Escape through this. You know, with the Two of Cups, it's also, if this is, I feel like it's definitely between you and relationships here. What types of relationships, I don't know. It could be romantic. It feels a little more heavily on romantic, but it could also be friendship, siblings, all sorts of stuff. This could be coming in for you. This is like dreaming about your dreamy person, whatever that qualifies for you, and how this is reciprocated, how you would like reciprocation. How would you give reciprocation? How would you receive that? Am I using that in the right context? I think so. So it's as if by doing this, you start to see how things can play out. And you kind of start to come up with a solution. Or the Five of Swords and the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. That is weird. I've never ever heard that in a reading before, a channeled message. Does someone have a restraining order? Literally, I see it with the Five of Swords and the King of Swords. I've never heard that before, a restraining order. So somebody has a restraining order here. Then maybe all you can do is fantasize. I don't know. I would be very careful with that. The Knight of Pentacles, go slow, have a plan here. But something's been cut out. I keep hearing a restraining order. That's interesting. Let me look at everything again. Wow. Oh my God, I could see that here for somebody. The Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, self-care. This is having something cut out of your life and being really clear about it. Understanding right now it's all about looking after me. And then the mask you're hiding behind is that you're kind of hiding with the Seven of Swords. You're finding your destiny. You're being cautiously curious with the Seven of Swords. Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, looking for a safe place. That's a safe place. Why you hide your true self? You're trying to stay in solitude, silence, withdrawal. You're saddened by something. Tired of waiting for a new beginning. Gosh, it's almost like someone in hiding. I really see that here now. How this affects your relationships. Right? With the Page of Pentacles. Gosh, it could be you and a child. And there's even, too, with the boat. The child, a mother and a child here being taken somewhere in a boat. The High Priestess is guiding you. Keeping this a secret. Keeping you hidden. Advice for you. Unrequited. What was once a dream, does this become unrequited? Well, I think if there's a restraining order, yeah, probably. The Hanged Man, the King of Cups. Having a lot of deep love here. Where can that be placed? Where does that go? Beyond, within yourself. A dream. A fantasy. About someone who would treat you with respect. Someone who would not hurt or harm you. Someone who would, I want to say, have your back. Wow, that went, that's a whole other reading, but that just feels so big. I see it here. Justice, outcome, nemesis, Two of Wands, Seven of Cups. It's almost to someone who's kind of staying in their place. Did somebody tell you to stay in your place? Like tell you what your place is? Not knowing who you are now, needing to try to discover that. Being able to move forward. But the Chariot, Cancer energy, sort of sidestepping. Not straight ahead. Being cautious. Wow, that really is interesting. All right then. So be cautious, be careful. And you know, it may not be an actual restraining order, but the universe is almost like something has been cut out here. Proceed with caution with the Knight of Pentacles. All right, Libra. I'm going to go do your extended, my friends. Just give you a heads up what's in that, like if you want it or not. Go there. How to improve your relationships, what your deeper self will tell you about the mask that you wear, and how to release your true potential. You watch your back. Be careful with yourselves, Libra. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.